In the year 1841, there was a Chinese Mandarin who caused several Christians to be arrested and brought before him. And his promises and threats were all in vain, and he knew that by the firmness of their answers that they would all willingly suffer every torture rather than deny their faith. Amongst those apprehended was a young girl who was kneeling at the feet of the Mandarin.
Who's that girl? I don't know.
He knew she was not going to deny her faith. He ordered one of his servants.
Trace a circle with your spirit on the ground around the girl. If you rise up and go beyond that circle, I will consider it a sign that you have renounced your faith.
After this, he left the place, and in a short time all the others present also departed. No one remained except the girl who knelt motionless on the ground within the circle. Towards evening, the secretary of the Mandarin, anxious to know how the girl would act when left alone, returned secretly to the palace, and watched her for a time unobserved.
She was kneeling as before.
And all the time he watched her, she seemed not to move. Filled with admiration, he at last went over to her and kindly said to her,
"My child, rise up and go home."
"No, I would rather die than move from this spot."
But the Mandarin was not serious when he drew that circle.
"That matters not. I heard his words, but I cannot know his intentions. I must understand his words just as I heard them." Finally, he himself blotted out the circle his master had formed. Only then would the pious child rise from her knees. Oh, what an example of constancy would that all Christians would imitate the example of that young Chinese girl. Then, indeed, would they show they really love God.